Just allow head to be heavy. Give yourself a few moments. Let's place one hand on our heart, one hand on our lower belly. You might tuck the chin in a little so the back of the head is heavy. Bend the knees and have the soles of the feet on the floor. And you might like to just move the feet a little closer to the sit bones, a little further away. And just notice how the spine feels on the ground. You might bring awareness to the tailbone and maybe just start to rotate the angle of the pelvic bone so that you're lifting up and lifting the spine and then rolling back the pelvic bone. The tailbone's heavy so that your spine is flat to the ground. Just spend a little bit of time just noticing what it feels like for the spine to be heavy. Maybe find the natural curve of your spine, just a place where it wants to sit. See if you can take the shoulders and just move them a little further away from the ears so they're not hunched up. And then we'll take a few moments with spine heavy just to find our breath. Bring your attention inwards. Allow the whole body to be heavy. And just see if you can bring attention to that lower hand, feeling the belly. Press up as you breathe in. And then sigh out, feel that hand sink down. And you might start to notice speed of the breath, how fast or how slow. And without trying to change it, just give the breath all the time that it needs to fully inhale, fully exhale. You might like to imagine the breath coming in through the nose, traveling down through the lungs, all the way to the belly. And then you might even like to feel the breath move into the thighs, the ribs, in between the shoulders. Just bring awareness to different parts of the body and allow the breath to flow through wherever it might go. If you find a part of the body that's a little stiff or sore, just focus on that part. Send the breath there. Let's take both our hands down to the belly now, either side, and take the hands right low, right down to feel into the sacrum. You might rest the palms on your iliac crest. The ilium is the two big bones that sit either side of the spine. Just rest your palms on there. Feel down with the fingers to the pelvic bone. We're going to see if we can find our transverse abdominis, our core muscle deep in the belly. The easiest way to do this is to blow through the lips, just like you're blowing out candles on a cake. When you feel that muscle engage under your fingers, just hold it, come back to the breath and see if you can find your breath while the muscle stays engaged. If you lose it, just purse the lips, blow again. And If blowing isn't working for you, just keep your fingers low right under and take a little cough. You'll feel the same muscles engage when you cough. Once you've got the muscles engaged, just notice what happens with the spine. Notice if you're inviting tension into the body. What we're aiming to do here is keep those muscles engaged just in that part of the body, but the rest of the body stays heavy and still. And then we come back to the breath, inhaling, exhaling. Learning to engage this muscle will help protect our spine, protect every movement throughout the day. Lifting movements, twisting movements, postural elements of sitting and standing. So just take all the time you need to find this muscle, switch it on, and then just bring all your attention back to the breath. Similar stuff. What was that? Soon we'll start bringing some small movements into, ignore the puppy, into the body. Let's start just by taking one knee up and then the other knee up. See if you can keep that muscle engaged. Purse the lips, blow if you need to. We'll draw the knees towards each other, press the hands into the knees. And just notice if you have brought any tension into the body. You might find the spine a little bit more taut here. Just relax it down, keep breathing. Come back to each breath, the inhale, the exhale. Press your hands into the knees and pull the knees into the hands and see if you can keep the spine heavy and relaxed, tailbone heavy, back of the head heavy. It might feel like not much is happening, but if you can master this, you will be able to do any of the Pilates exercises without bringing any pressure onto your spine. We're going to start taking one foot up and one foot long. So just like a scissors with your legs, keeping the tailbone heavy. And then we'll switch. Just see if you can move with the breath. One leg pushes down, one leg presses up. And just keep attention on the tailbone, keeping it heavy. If you feel like you're losing that muscle engagement in the core, just come back to that blowing or coughing. And just alternate from side to side. Let's take one arm, leg long, wrap the hands around one of the extended legs, flex the foot and turn the toes in towards the body. Come back to the breath. Pressing the foot high as we breathe in. Maybe as we sigh out, the leg comes a little closer. And then we'll extend that leg long. And we'll take our other foot, press it high. As you hold the leg here, just notice any tension in the upper body. Tailbone stays heavy. And keep switching from side to side. Finding your own pattern with the breath. And when you're ready, we'll bring our feet down to the ground. Bring the knees up. Allow the tailbone to be heavy again. We're going to take our arms behind the head, interlace the fingers. Really sink the head back into the hands. As we lift up, we're going to try and keep our head heavy and keep our feet pressing into the ground. Let's blow through the lips, engage those muscles in the belly again. Take a breath in to prepare. As we exhale, slowly lift up. Head stays heavy in the hands. Inhale back down. Exhale, lift up. This motion is really pressing the head down into the hands. Even though you're lifting the head up, you want neck to be heavy, head to be heavy, elbows to be wide. And hopefully we're gaining strength in these core muscles in our lower belly and our upper chest now. And these are the muscles that protect our spine and our movement throughout the day. Many people that used to do sit-ups back in the day when sit-ups were a very popular form of exercise had all kinds of back issues and problems with their spine. This way, this Pilates form of doing a chest lift activates the same muscles that you want to gain strength with when you do sit-ups, but without putting pressure on your spine. Just allow the head to be heavy the whole time. Elbows are wide, shoulders are heavy. Side out, one more time. And the head comes back down. Let's take our arms down by the side of the body. Same motion this time, but we're going to reach forward with our hands. Let's take a breath in to prepare. As we exhale, reach forward. Head stays heavy though. Inhale down. Exhale, reach forward. And just move with your own sense of rhythm with the breath. Keeping the head as heavy as you can. We're not trying to bring our head up towards our knees. We're just moving into these chest muscles, belly muscles. You've lost the rhythm of the breath. Inhale as you curl down. Exhale, reach forward. One more time. And then let's bring the knees into the chest. We'll wrap the arms around. Just take a moment here. Allow the spine to be heavy. We'll bring the legs up into a tabletop position so they're floating. Knees are over the hips. Let's bring our arms back behind the head. This time we're going to just bring a little bit of a action into our obliques, our intercostals, the muscles under our rib cage. So we'll take a breath in to prepare. As we sigh out, lift right elbow and right leg reaches forward. Inhale back. Exhale, reach out. See if you can look back towards the elbow behind the body rather than lifting the head forward. If you feel like you've lost that muscle engagement in the belly, come down at any point and just focus back on engaging that. It's the only element that matters here, not so much the movement. Every time we do movements like this, we help strengthen our spine, take away the stress of our normal everyday habits and patterns, the way we sit, the way we stand. And as we invite more ease into the spine, we should invite a sense of ease and well-being into everything that we do. When you're ready, wrap the arms around again. You might like to wobble a little from side to side. This time we're going to take the arms down by the side and just ride as if we're riding a bicycle, but we want tailbone to be long and heavy. Take both directions, just moving through the hips. Check there's no tension in your jaw or teeth. Two more. And then let's take the legs down. We'll just take a moment just to allow whole body to be heavy. Take a breath. When you're ready, we'll roll onto the side. Draw the knees up a little bit higher and we'll press ourselves up. We're going to start maybe on our elbow. And we'll just draw the knees up, back as along to the side of the mat. And you can come down all the way if you like, whatever's comfortable for you. You might use a pillow, you might have your head down. We're going to take a breath in to prepare. And we exhale to slowly lift the knee up. Stacking the ankles and heel. Inhaling together, exhale, lift. Just come up as far as you can without tilting back or losing balance. You might like to press through the supporting hand. Hips are stacked one on top of the other. And everyone looks a little bit different in this shape, so don't worry so much how you look. We're just aiming to build strength in these glute muscles. Find your own rhythm with the breath. Inhaling to draw the knees together. Exhale, lift it up. You might like to join me in lifting the foot up, just changing the muscle in our glute that we use to lift. Glute is the largest muscle in the body. It's actually three separate muscles that Control slightly different movements. And we'll bring the legs together. We're going to press ourselves up. We'll bring our shoulder over the wrist. Spread the fingers wide here. Take a knee under the body. We're going to extend this leg out and just lift our hip up. Inhale, take it back down. Exhale, lift it up. This time, let's take our arm up, reach over. Inhale, back down. Exhale, reaching and opening through the side body. One more time. And take hips down. Let's come all the way down onto the side body. Take the elbow under the body or come down onto a pillow if you like. Supporting hand in front. We'll take a breath in. As we exhale, lift the top leg up. Point the toes. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Now we're into our adductors, the muscle that runs along the inside of our leg, usually known as the groin. And just take your time here, just keeping balance. Just notice if your body is falling a little behind. Flexing the feet to bring them together, pointing the toes to lift the leg up. Just moving with the breath. This is one of those exercises that feels simple at first, and then all of a sudden your body has had enough. So just explore your own edge. Every time we come to the mat, whatever we practice grows stronger. This time we'll take the foot up and just take some small circles. Different muscle again. Go both directions. And then slowly bring the feet together again. Take a breath here. We'll do another breath in to prepare. And as we exhale, we're going to swing that top leg forward and then take it behind, but just go as far back as you can before you lose balance. Forward and behind. This time we're trying to just create a little more strength in the hip. Body's ability to support this movement without putting any strain on our spine. So you should feel the spine staying still here, and if you do feel like you're falling forward or back, just move a little less. Just shorten the amount that your feet moves away from the center line of the body. And when you're ready, drop that leg down. You might like to massage out a little bit along the glute. Let's take a breath in. And we exhale to lift the feet up. Inhale down. Exhale. Inhale down. Exhale. One more time. Lift both legs up and take a rest. Just allow yourself to head to come down. Take a moment. You might like to rub back around. Let's come straight over to the other side. Just roll around. Draw the knees up. Stack the knees, the ankles, the feet. And again, you can come all the way down or you can stay on the elbow, whatever works for your body. Let's take a breath in. Exhale to lift up. I notice this side feels a little differently to the other. Keep the heels, the toes stacked. Just notice if you're rolling back onto the spine. And you might like to lift the foot up this time. Inhale, draw together. Exhale, lift. All right, walking the hands in towards the body. We'll bring the right knee under the body this time. Extend the left leg out. Stack the shoulder over the wrist, spreading the fingers. We'll take a breath in and we'll exhale to lift the tailbone up. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. You might like to bring the hand in and reach over. Inhaling down, exhale to reach and open through the shoulder. Two more. And slowly coming back down. Let's extend the legs long. You might come down all the way, maybe take your head on a pillow. Bring the supporting hand in front of the body. Stack the feet. Let's take a breath in. As we exhale, point the toes, lift the leg up. Inhale, flex the foot back down. Exhale, point. And again, just notice a sense of balance on this side of the body. Every day, our body changes, we might feel differently. So just notice how it is today. No point getting frustrated by the differences in our balance. We all have organs that are only on one side of the body, like the heart. Our lungs are different shapes. So many subtle ways that one side of our body is different to the other. So let go of the idea that you get in perfect balance. Just embrace this idea of our health being Just constant little adjustments, not fixed or broken, just constantly adjusting and changing and adapting, tweaking, whatever the word you like for it. And let's bring the feet back together. This time we'll take a breath in. We'll lift up the foot, point the toes, take some small circles, both directions. Draw the legs back together. You might like to massage it out a little. Bring the supporting hand back. This time we'll take the foot forward and back. Take a breath in. And we sigh out. Just press through the floor. Just take the foot as far as you can before you fall back. Noticing that point where the spine starts to get involved. See all these exercises teaching us to engage our leg muscles, our glute muscles, to support our everyday movements, walking, standing. And we slowly bring the feet together. Take a breath in. As we exhale, maybe both legs come up. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. I know this is a hard one, but just see if your body will allow it. Pressing through that supporting hand. One more time. And then we're going to roll back onto our spine. And this time we'll reach through in between the legs, draw the knees in, press the feet out and pull them in with the hands. Just notice whether your head is lifted or your tailbone is lifted, and notice the position of your spine. You might like to make some small adjustments. Maybe lift the head and drop the tailbone down. Drop the head, lift the tailbone up. Just notice where your body wants to naturally be. Sigh out any stress in the cheeks or the jaw. And then we're going to bring the feet down to the mat, knees raised, arms down by the side of the body. Just allow the head to be heavy, no tension in the cheeks or the teeth, the jaw. And you might like to experiment by bringing the heels a little closer to the sit bones, a little further away. Just notice what this does to the curve of your spine. Our palms are going to come in close to the body, pressing into the mat, press into the feet. Let's take a breath in. As we exhale, slowly curl the spine up, press through the feet. Inhale to curl the spine down. Exhale to lift up. Just see if you can isolate each vertebrae of the spine. Rolling down and rolling back up. The next time you roll the body up, lifting the tailbone up, we're going to pause here. Inhale to lift the arms up overhead. And then slowly roll down the spine. Inhale, draw the arms by the side. And we exhale to roll and lift the spine up. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, spine comes down. Inhale, arms come down. Exhale, spine comes up. See if you can just keep this rhythm going in your own breath. Pressing through the feet the whole time. And just allow as much ease as you can into the spine. So it rolls up on the out breath. And it rolls down on the out breath. Every movement of every vertebrae inviting in ease. When we teach our body to move on our out breath, move when we sigh, we teach our body to move in its rest and digest state, our parasympathetic nervous system. And this is our healing mode. You might notice when you're in this mode, you have a little more saliva in your mouth, maybe a little more heat. This is when our digestive system switches on, processing the food we eat into energy we need for the day. And slowly peel the spine back down. Let's roll onto the side of our body. We'll extend the arms in front. Draw the knees up to the chest. Stack the knees, stack the ankles. Let's take a big breath in together. As we sigh out, draw the hand across the chest and just drop the shoulder down. Maybe the chin follows and we watch towards the hand. Let's take a breath in and roll back. Take the hand high above the body. And then exhale, side out, draw it across. See if you can feel the whole body melt down as you come across. Inhale to return. Exhale, let it go. As we open through the shoulders, check the knees and hips are still stacked. Body is heavy the whole time. One more breath to bring the hands back together. And now we'll take the lower hand a little bit higher, maybe rest the head on it. And this time we're going to open out through our shoulders. Big circles with the arm. Inhale to draw the hands together. Exhale, open out. Maybe change directions, come back the other way. And try and keep the head heavy if you can. Legs stay still. All the movement is through the shoulder. Don't worry how good or how big your circle is. Just allow the body to move as it needs to. At the end of the next circle, we're going to press ourselves up. And we'll just push ourselves onto the other side of the body. Take your time. We'll draw the knees up, back is long to the edge of the mat. Bring the arms together in front of the body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale as we draw the hand across. Inhale to lift back. And slide out. One more time. This time as we draw the hands back, let's bring the arm under the head again. Take a breath, take that circle with the arm, keeping the head heavy, keeping the legs heavy. Just explore whatever range of movement you have. And switch directions, come back the other direction. One more. And we bring our hands under the body. Let's take a moment to press ourselves up. We'll come and meet in a seated position. You can kneel in this Caesar style or cross-legged, sit in a chair, whatever works for you. Take a moment just to scan through the body and maybe just notice how the shoulders feel, how the hips feel. Maybe mind feels a little lighter. You might bring your attention, just trace from the top of your head down the back of the head and neck, in between the shoulder blades, down to the tailbone. Maybe noticing a bit more ease in the spine today. Let's bring our hands together at heart center. Feel palm pressing into palm. And just allow the knuckles to rest against the center of the chest. Might take a moment just in gratitude, just acknowledging something that's in your life that you feel thankful for, whatever it might be, a person, a practice, a job. Every time we focus on gratitude, we move away from grievance, move away from a sense of things are wrong, things are bad, things that we need or want. So every day we come to the mat, we just aim to just be grateful for what is in our life, whatever it may be. Let's bring the hands together, create a little bit of heat. Maybe bring them up to the face. And let's bring hands back to heart, bow to each other, thanking each other for shared energy of practicing today.